The Rite is a 2011 supernatural horror film directed by Mikael Hafstrom and starring Anthony Hopkins. The movie is based on Matt Baglio's book The Rite, The Making of a Modern Exorcist, and tells the story of a skeptical young seminary student, Michael Kovac, played by Colin O'Donoghue, who reluctantly attends exorcism school at the Vatican. Under the guidance of an unorthodox priest, played by Anthony Hopkins, Kovac begins to question his own beliefs and confront the true nature of good and evil. The story of the movie begins with Michael Kovac, a young man who has been raised in the Catholic Church but is having doubts about his faith and his vocation as a priest. In an attempt to prove to himself that exorcism is not real, he enrolls in an exorcism course at the Vatican. There he meets Father Lucas Trevent, a charismatic and unorthodox priest who has performed thousands of exorcisms. Father Lucas takes Michael under his wing, and together they begin to investigate a series of disturbing and unexplained events. One of the strengths of the film is the performance of Anthony Hopkins as the unorthodox priest, Father Lucas. Hopkins brings a sense of gravitas and intensity to the role, and his scenes are some of the most compelling and memorable in the movie. His portrayal of a man who has seen the worst of humanity and is still fighting the good fight is both chilling and admirable. Similarly, Colin O'Donoghue gives a convincing and nuanced performance as the skeptical seminary student, Michael Kovac. His portrayal of a man who is struggling with his faith and his own beliefs is both relatable and believable. The film's special effects and production design are also noteworthy, creating a sense of atmosphere and tension that adds to the overall mood of the film. The exorcism scenes are particularly effective, and they are sure to leave a lasting impression on the viewers. The special effects are used sparingly but to great effect, never becoming over the top and always serving to enhance the story. The score of the movie is also noteworthy, adding to the eerie and unsettling atmosphere of the movie. The movie also tackles a number of interesting themes, such as the nature of faith, the power of belief, and the existence of evil. The film raises questions about the existence of evil and the power of faith to overcome it. It also explores the idea that evil can take many forms and that it is not always easy to identify. These themes are handled with care and nuance and add a deeper layer to the story. However, the film does have its weaknesses. The pacing is slow at times and the story can be predictable, with a few twists that are not very surprising. Additionally, the film's ending is not as satisfying as it could be, leaving the viewer with a sense of incompleteness. The ending also raises a few questions that are not answered, which can be frustrating for some viewers. In conclusion, The Rite is a well-made horror film that is elevated by the performances of Anthony Hopkins and Colin O'Donoghue. The film's special effects and production design are also noteworthy and make for an effective and eerie atmosphere. While the pacing is slow and the story is predictable, the film is still worth watching for fans of the horror genre. The themes explored in the movie are interesting and thought-provoking, and the performances of the cast are noteworthy. It may not be perfect, but The Rite is an engaging and entertaining horror film that is sure to leave a lasting impression on viewers. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it informative and enjoyable. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video from me. Also, I would love to hear your thoughts on this review and what you'd like to see next, so please leave a comment below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.